Hi, my name is Alex Ficcari.
I'm Michelle Ficcari.
And we use the Real Creative Group to help sell our old home and buy a new one.
My concern was whether or not our home was going to sell in time for the new home that we wanted to purchase. Just like the first home that we purchased, we fell in love with the very first home that we saw. And so once you get your heart set on something, that's where you've got to go.
So when you're talking about selling your home and trying to get the right price for it, it's, again, we think as homeowners, our home's worth a ton of money, and at the end of the day, it's only worth what it is. I think it's important for you to have trust with the person you're working with. And James communicated with us and says, look, I know this is where you want to be. Here's probably the best way to go about it. He just didn't bark it and demand what we were going to do. He said, this is why I think this is going to work. And he really helped us understand the process we were about to go through. And in the end, while it was a little unfamiliar to us, his logic was very sound and true to his word. I mean, not only did we get more, what we wanted, we got more than what we were asking for.
Yep.
And it also expedited the home sale process so much faster. Like, I was concerned because we had an upcoming property we put a contract out on, and that closing date looming in on us, we were kind of debating, like, how do we get rid of our home quick enough? And James's counsel and guidance through that was spectacular. And we got an offer within 5 hours, but we sold the home in like 2 days. It was fantastic. There was no worries whatsoever.
Hit our price mark. Actually, it went above.
Went decently above.
It went above and beyond, just like James.
So when you talk about the conflicts that come up in buying and selling a home, I'll tell you that we had two notable ones. One's more important than another. But the first one was dealing with a potential buyer for our house. The realtor that came in really fast with this really big offer, and we got really excited. Turned out to be a bunch of hot air, and James was able to see through all of that and really say, let's take a deep breath, let's watch this. I mean, it sounds great. And sure enough, it was true. It was a bunch of hot air, and it didn't really end up going anywhere. But the most notable conflict, we'll call it, was really more an event of Mother Nature, and it really spoke volumes about the type of character James is as a realtor.
Yes.
Just after we had left our settlement, we get a phone call about an hour later saying, hey, guess what? You're getting new siding, a new roof, and new gutters. And I was like,
we were like, yes.
Yes, awesome. Lock it in. We'll take it. He goes, don't thank me yet. And sure enough, like right after, text message after text message, photos of like this 40-foot tree crashed into the house, tore through both sides of the roof of a home we didn't own. And keep in mind, we just sold our home, so we're homeless.
Yeah.
So we have all that going on, a tree through the roof, the front porch is knocked off. It knocked it off like a baseball. And then there was the gutters, the shutters, everything was destroyed. And
but James was quick to get resolution and a plan in place. And we were literally, we had no home, and we were stuck with all of our stuff, all of our dogs, our kids. And but James, helped us through the whole thing.
And from like an hour from the phone call, by the time we got here, he already had Thomasville Homes here on site. Everything was already in motion, and the tree was gone the next day. And there was hope, and it honestly turned a very unfortunate circumstance into something that was exciting. That it's a great story to tell at parties now. So why would I recommend James and the Real Creative Group? Well, I've already recommended him, so I'll just say that. The truth be told, when you have a great experience, you want to share that with somebody. You want to make sure that you can shout it from the rooftops because you care. James cared for us. We care about our friends and our family. And so anytime a home's come for sale or they've talked about listing it, first name out of our mouth is James Bowerman. And it always will be.